Oprah. Hi, I'm Chikeola. I am originally from West Africa, but I have been living here for the past 15 years. And like everybody else, I have been watching the show. But more importantly, I have been listening to you. Now, you always encourage us to live our best life and to dream big. And this is exactly what I'm doing, Oprah. Now, let me share a little bit of the process that created this moment, me coming to you. I have been for a while now asking life, the universe, what it is that it wanted from me, because I could feel deep in my heart that I was not living up to my potential yet. And then three important things happened for me this year in 2009. The first one is that at the beginning of the year, when I was praying to welcome the year, I made a commitment with myself to be bold, to really follow up on all my ideas, all my inspirations, not to hold myself back, as long as I was not hurting myself or hurting anybody else. The second thing that happened is Ellen DeGeneres. When you surprise her on her show to grant her her wish, to be the second person to appear with you on the cover of the old magazine, you said, and I am paraphrasing now, that's all I always said. Dream it, say it, take actions, and put it out there. And this is exactly what I'm doing, Oprah. The third thing that happened was having Montel Williams on your show. He expressed that when President Obama was elected, he did not have his voice anymore to participate in that historic event that was the first Black American president being elected. At that moment, Oprah, out of nowhere, my heart just opened and I heard myself say loudly, but this is it. This is it. This is what I want. I want to have a voice so I can participate in these changing times. I want to have a voice so I can touch people, so I can help people own their power, take back their lives. So Oprah, here I am holding nothing back. The big dream is that I would love to have my own show on the Oprah Winfrey Network, starting next year in association with the Discovery Channel. Now, the idea had been quite excited because after the idea kind of sank in me, two beautiful moments opened up. The first one was the fact that you are partnering with the Discovery Channel. In the spiritual field, one of the things that we learned early on is that each and every one of us is here to discover who he or she is and then see how to participate in life. And the second thing that I found was kind of mind-blowing actually for me is that the acronym of your network, the Oprah Winfrey Network, is OWN, as in to own something. And that was absolutely amazing. Because again, in the spiritual field, one of the other things that we learn is that each and every one of us is here to own himself or herself, to own everything from our patterns to our habits, to our thoughts, our behaviors, and to the single things that we do, we have to own it. So we are here to own ourselves, to be masters. So I thought it was beautiful to practice owning ourselves on the Discovery Channel. I thought it was perfect. Now, the show is really a spiritual show, the daily practice of spirituality, where I would like to share all the things that I have learned in my 20 years of practice. And through those years, I received the insight that true well-being is an alignment with life of three layers of beings. Right now, I'm calling this the three homes alignment concept. We have actually three homes that the universe gave us. The first one is our spiritual home, where we have to know our connectedness, our relationship with this life. How do I fit in here? Why am I here? The second home is this physical body that life gave us. So it's about, again, our connectedness to this body. How do we take care of it? How do we feed it? And the third home is our actual living space. Our house, our apartment, and by extension, the office where we work. And for that third part, we're going to use the practice of Feng Shui, having the space support who we are. So the vision for the show is really to invite scientists, and spiritual teachers come and talk, share the various ideas that are happening today, talk about things that the spiritual field has known for ages that only now science is discovering. I'm thinking of an engaged show where we can do some yoga, for example, and bring the spiritual meaning of yoga to life. Show how yoga poses are always about helping us to anchor a particular skill that we need in our life. I'm seeing the show about talking about food, for example, talking about all the healthy alternative ways of eating. It's not one mode fits all. Each and every one of us has to take the journey to find what works for him or for her. It's about having fitness, for example, on the show. We can play with fitness like Pilates, for example, or have some dance classes sometimes. Find ways to celebrate the things that we love on the show. Now, when I was sharing this idea with a friend of mine, he told me that I have to tell you why people should care. And for me, that's really simple. People should care because so many people out there are unhappy. One of the statistics out there is that 60% of people go to work every day unhappy about the job. And the problem is that people don't take time to find out what's their purpose, why are they here on this planet. The only game in town, Oprah, is spiritual growth. We are all here to follow that. But while we are growing on this spiritual path, the big dream of having the big house and all of that is absolutely okay. But if people find their hearts, then we just make it easier for them to be happy doing the things that they love. So Oprah, this is it. And I know that this video is going to touch many, many hearts before getting to you, Oprah. And to each and every single one of you, I want to say thank you for being the golden link to Oprah. And Oprah, this is of course the first step in this big dream, that you receive this video and view it. The second step, of course, is that you want to see me, that I received this phone call from you, or at least from somebody from your office saying, Chikeola, I want to see you, come on up here. So I am crossing my fingers and waiting for that phone call. Now, there is one more thing, Oprah, that I would love to share with you, but I'm afraid I can do that only when I see you in person. In the meantime, thank you so very much, Oprah, for everything that you are for us. You touch our lives beyond your own knowledge. Thank you. May God bless you. Namaste.